Hello, Redeemer. This is Pastor Ian with you all, obviously associate pastor here at Redeemer, and we have Lindsay as well, our children's ministry person. She does a great job. Anyway, we are here to give you the big idea video for the month of June on a strategic priority that we've been working on over the last year. So the strategic goal that you all approved last August essentially states that Lindsay and I are responsible to present a plan to expand ministry to families with children and students. So not just just kids, but also middle school and high school is essentially what our plan needs to include. So we're talking transition stuff. We're talking how do we make continuity from, infants through high school, essentially. So we're going to give you a broad overview today in this video of what all the things we've been doing to essentially address that goal and to meet that goal. Additionally, there will be a document that will be sent with this email and in other places that goes into more depth of all the things we've been working on over the last year. So this is the high level video. If you want more depth, please find the document, that has more information. So, all right, so right off the bat, we have been spending time rebranding what RLC, what Faith Lab is, and essentially what middle school ministry is and high school ministry, right? And the overall rebrand is called Growing Up RLC. Now, language is really, really important, and how we talk about things is important. And so that's part of the reason we decided to rebrand this entire program to be Growing Up RLC. Growing Up RLC is everything 18 and under. All of the kids, all of the growing up pieces, if you will, of Redeemer Lutheran Church. So it starts from infancy through high school, through 18 is Growing Up RLC, and all of the programs that entail that are under that, and all the things, again, that happens 18 and under is now going to be called Growing Up RLC. We'll have a diagram to kind of help show this, which is a tree with all the different programs on it, right? And so you climb the tree, if you will, as you age, as you get older, from program to program, all of course with the goal of sharing Jesus with kids from infancy through 18, so that they will continue to be connected to Jesus and saving faith into adulthood. So with that, Lindsay, can you talk a little bit about the RLC Kids, from Faith Lab to RLC Kids adjustment?
Yeah. So you guys are probably familiar with Faith Lab. We've been calling our children's ministry Faith Lab for quite some time now. We are now going to be considered RLC Kids. So we're doing away with the Faith Lab name. RLC Kids is basically the kindergarten through 5th grade, but we also tie in nursery and preschool. We've just opened up a new preschool room for Sunday mornings. So RLC Kids is basically our younger children's program. After 5th grade, they kind of move up to the middle school program, but as Ian said, we're going to continue to merge them all together so it's a really smooth transition from one to the other. And so Growing Up RLC will be all of this, but RLC Kids is kind of what I focus on. And again, this is what used to be considered Faith Lab, so you're probably already pretty familiar with the program and what we have. So yeah, just keep an eye out for those new names, and you'll be hearing a lot more about it as we get closer to September.
Yeah, and so after RLC Kids, we transitioned into RLC Students, which is middle school and high school. So both of them together essentially are going to be considered RLC students. Now, of course, there'll be different pieces that are just high school, just middle school, etc. And confirmation, of course, also has a piece in that, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But RLC students is essentially just middle school and high school. That's going to be what we're going to be using, the terms we're going to be using, what you're going to be seeing, and when you see that, that means middle school and high school. So yeah, that's the rebrand. That's the shift there. We're going to be talking Growing Up RLC, and within that is RLC Kids, RLC Students, RLC Minis, I think is what we're going to call the nursery. Yeah, which will be great. Yeah. And preschool, and then Wiggle Church will be part of that as well. So we'll have a clear graphic about what all is under Growing Up RLC, but Growing Up RLC, RLC Kids, RLC Students is all part of this program of the life of growing up at Redeemer. And that's the key with this rebrand. All right, so Lindsay's now gonna just spend a brief moment talking about the transition from RLC Kids to RLC Students.
So most of our fifth graders have been with their Sunday school teachers and with their group for quite some time. They're really comfortable downstairs, same teachers, same friends, same faces. So it was a little intimidating moving up to middle school. They also start confirmation. There's a lot of big changes on top of already changing schools for middle school. So to make it a little bit easier, we are really slowing that transition down. So fifth grade year, they'll do a lot of things to prepare, and they'll start to visit the upstairs middle school classroom. They'll be paired with a mentor that they can ask questions. They have a breakfast together where they can ask questions and just kind of find out a little bit more about what to expect with confirmation and with middle school. And then at the end of the year, we do a banquet where they get to come with their families to celebrate moving up to middle school, because it is a big deal moving up from the elementary program to the middle. But it's not going to be quite a shift anymore because they'll slowly transition into the middle school program. In addition to changing names from Faith Lab to RLC Kids, we're also going to add a few new programs. So the program's growing in general. We have more kids coming, so we want to offer more for the families. We've had a lot of feedback that families would like to serve their community more, so we have a new program called Community Helpers. And this is a program, there's no specific age for this, but this is intended for young families. They can go out to the community. We're going to go to elementary schools, nursing homes, the SPCA. We're going to do all kinds of service projects, and it'll be monthly. So if you and your family are interested in that, you can contact me to find out more about that. We're also going to be offering a new music opportunity for children. Our traditional music leader, Stephen Pruitt, is going to be starting a bell choir for children. And this is also for all ages. Stephen said if your children are old enough to count, they're old enough to play the bells. So children can join, and we will do rehearsals after church, and once every 5 or 6 weeks they'll play in church. So if you would like your child to learn how to play the bells and worship together with us doing the bells, they can do that. And that is RLC Kids Bell Choir.
And now a few changes with RLC students that we've been working on actually for more than a year, frankly, is essentially confirmation is now going to be part or an option really of the RLC students program rather than the entire middle school program. Let me explain. Essentially, middle schoolers and high schoolers are going to be regularly in Bible study and fellowship and all of that. And then if a student wants to opt into the confirmation pathway with the ultimate end goal of being confirmed, they're welcome to do that. And so this will include different times when we're teaching different confirmation specific classes. Again, and both middle school and high school can actually opt into this. So if there's a high schooler that's not confirmed yet that would like to be confirmed, they're welcome to opt into the confirmation pathway as well. And this will include all the major 6 chief parts of the catechism that we always teach in confirmation, along with some other things as well, like identity, vocation, and even interesting deep dive topics, we'll be calling them, on like faith and media, faith and AI, artificial intelligence, and other things like that. So read more about it in the document that's attached here, but that's essentially one of the major changes that we're making to RLC students is really emphasizing Bible study and fellowship regularly, spending time together. And then as a subset and an option for students, we will have all the different confirmation things taught throughout the year, whether it's on a Saturday, some of it will be on a Saturday, some of it will be the typical, 4 weeks in a row on a Tuesday night or whatever it might be. But if you want more information about that, or if your kid needs more information about that, please reach out to me and I can get you more on that. But read more about it in the document. That's the major change with RLC students regarding confirmation. And then just again, more of a stronger emphasis on teaching the whole person, if you will, experiential learning, that kind of thing for high school and middle school. And then really emphasizing fellowship, spending time together, enjoying being with your friends at church. So that's RLC students. So that's all we got. That's our big idea for June. Again, if you have any questions for Lindsay or myself, feel free to reach out to us. Grab more information on our Facebook and on Instagram and all of that. As we move towards the fall, you'll be seeing more and more about all of this as well. Growing up RLC means everything, baby to 18, including RLC kids, RLC students, Wiggle Church, and all of that fun stuff. Thank you all. Blessings. Bye.